Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Report reaching us allegedly, as it is reported, as it is rumored, as it is no be me talk am, Leo. No be me talk am, na here I hear me as I am my work, na I'm a boy. Now I'm a boy, bring me sit down for this table as we are hearing it all. Allegedly, it is said that Olori Ashley, Auntie Ebony, has cried her eyes out as she pleads with the elders in council to give her 2 weeks to fix herself and get out of the palace of the Ooni of Ife. We have heard what is going on social media, that the Ooni of Ife is working against time to bring Queen Naomi back into the palace. Yes, right in June, that Queen Naomi is still, returning back to the palace in June. June is next month. And they said that, of course, she has made it very clear that she will not return back to the palace of the Ooni of Ife if those Oloris are there. And right now, there are so many reasons why Queen Naomi needs to be in the palace. Right now, Queen Naomi is the main deal. She is loved, she's wanted, she's appreciated. And that is why I said that, when God is with you, nobody can be against you. Now, over the course of last week, we heard that, Oni made arrangement for Oloris to move to the other palace, to the Olori's mansion, or Olori's quarters. They moved, they came, they moved, they came. But this week we are hearing a completely different story, that things are itching them, stuff are going, lightning, a whole lot, like it's so complicated, okay? But as we are hearing, they said that Ashley family, because of what is going on, that for what is happening to Auntie Ikpi and Auntie Bloblo, nobody knows where it is coming from, where that kind of energy is coming from. And so because of that, Auntie Ebony is already very afraid of why this is happening. And so she came with the family to plead with Kabiesi to give her 2 weeks to move. Now, from what we have heard in the past, they say Ashley happens to be the true betrothed of the Ooni of Ife, that she was betrothed to the Ooni of Ife, that they were sweet and doing so well the entire time until, something happened to their relationship. Ashley went and gave birth to an amazing little girl, and eventually they rekindled their love and they started. And when they started, Ashley was living in the palace for the longest of time. Ashley has been living in the palace. Ashley is a blow living from Ile-Ife, but then again, she doesn't live in her family house. She lives in the palace. She is resident in the UK. They say she is an accountant, and they say she runs a business in the UK. And, as it is alleged, as it is rumored, I've told you guys, I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. I'm not related to them. I'm not related to anyone who is related to them. I am not related to anyone who is related to anyone who is related to them, okay? I am just a blogger. I'm a boy is what I do, okay? And so right now, and I also tell my daily right, whatever you see on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt, understanding that it's not the first-hand information, okay? And so Ashley has always lived in the palace, and never in her wildest imagination could she have thought that anything in this world could uproot her out of the palace of the Ooni of Ife. But right now, with the way things are going, it's looking like, that strength is no longer there, because they said Ooni of Ife is busy doing love with pretty, doctor, beautiful, sophisticated, smooth and soft Olori Naomi. Now, Miss Haters, where are you? Gather here. How market day for una right now? I like to know how market be. So right now, they said that she is so shocked and she is asking for 2 weeks. The reason is because she's not ready to move into her family house. She's ready to kind of move her things into her own apartment right here in Nigeria, because of course the Olori's quarters is out of it completely. She, of course, she's too big, she cannot go there. Now these women, they are educated according to them. They are beautiful, they are sophisticated, they've got pedigree and all the things that they think that Olori Naomi never had. But, love is not about pedigree, neither is it about education. And who tells you Olori Naomi is educated, okay? Olori Naomi is a very, very, intelligent woman, no matter what. You can never, ever, say those kind of things about education that has to do with it. So right now, they cannot even watch. They can't imagine that Nami will be in the palace and they will be outside. And nobody wants to do that. And so that is the problem right now. And she is saying she cannot go to any Olori's quarters. And she's not going to stay in the palace. She's going to look for a place that is suitable for her and her daughter. At least this is what we are hearing on social media. That is, if this information is true. Okay? I have told you, it's not a first-hand information and I do not live there. So we don't know, right? So they say she is crying a whole lot and begging for time to, kind of fix all of these things and, get everything in place so she can move to the move to her own place. Now, Olori Ashley used to be an Ayaba who was very close to Ooni of Ife. Not only was Olori Ashley close to the Ooni of Ife, Olori Ashley used to be very close to Olori Naomi. They said everything was going really well. They said when Ooni of Ife proposed to Naomi, the one thing that made Naomi to say yes to that proposal was the fact that Naomi had asked the question, you are a traditionalist and I am a born-again Christian. How are we going to marry this disparity? And Kabiyesi answered that Ashley is going to do the traditional stuff while Naomi faces what she is going through. And that was what happened. And that was when she said yes. And when Ashley did everything very well, but of course, at the beginning, Naomi did not know that Ashley had an eye on the Ooni of Ife. Eventually, they said that it was because of Ashley that everything packed up. That Ashley had problems with Naomi's mother. Ashley was having problems. Oni turned his back on Olori Naomi. Naomi was like married to the king, but married to herself alone. And she could not bear it again. And that was why she left. At least that is what has been making the rounds on social media. So nobody in this world could have told Ashley that anything will move you, like uproot you from the palace. It's like something that is something that Ashley could never have imagined. But right now they say it does seem as if it's happening. And because of all the bad blood that is happening to this other Oloris, why some people are scratching, some are not scratching, they say it looks like the Ooni of Ife has what do you call that? It looks like the Ooni of Ife has activated his ancient staff. They said that if he has actually activated his ancient staff, it means that whatever is plaguing others is likely to plague the ones who are not living the palace. And they said that is why Olori Ashley came to seek Ooni of Ife's consent to stay for 2 weeks. Then she will move so that Olori Naomi can come in. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.